Welcome back to GBGuns, and also welcome back to Zastava handguns. If you've seen my earlier videos on these, I talk about the difference between the three models and experience with them, a little bit of their lineage. I have been to the factory, visited, and seen how all of this goes down. Yes, these are custom grips before anyone asks. These were handmade by a friend. They're not available generally retail. The original, the CZ99, is not going to be coming back. This thing was made in Yugoslavia. This is a wartime gun. Things have changed. What will be coming back is the CZ999 and the EZ9. The general difference between the two is a rounded hammer versus bob hammer and the addition of a rail on the bottom. Some people may recall that the roundness on this rail here can present problems for some items not fitting. In fact, and this is completely in the blue or done cold. I've got this Crimson Trace light here, and I want to see if that fits on there. Not willingly. I have to do some fidgeting here, but like I said, I'm doing this completely cold for you guys in the name of giving you some expectations, and it just won't quite fit, and the issue is that roundness there. Hopefully they fix that on the newer production stuff. These are all older guns. What we did recently was take this one, which happens to be my favorite, the CZ999, out to the range, and I had BurgundyBomber put some rounds through it and get some experience with it. Maddie AR also did. She wasn't on hand for the filming part, but you might have seen some of her Facebook or Instagram posts about this gun. My first time taking this thing apart in years. It was my first time shooting it in years, but wanted to get out and let people know about this because I am very excited about their return to the US market. Man, this thing is filthy. I'm going to finish cleaning this up, and I'm going to let you watch our reintroduction of the CZ999. CZ, to clarify, is Servant of Zastava, meaning red flag. That was the original name, or one of the names of the Zastava factory. They've been making stuff for over 160 years. I believe over 165 years now. We're talking dating back to helping the Habsburgs resist the Ottoman Empire in Europe. So yeah, there's a bit of history there. They've been around, they know what they're doing. And my love for this thing came from the fact that it was very affordable in comparison to the SIG, which looks a lot alike. However, unlike the SIG, you have a visible and tactile loaded chamber indicator that pops up. All of your controls are ambidextrous, and they combine the slide lock, slide release with decocker, all onto one simple lever, which cleans up the lines a little bit. And well, I think that's quite an advancement over the older SIG design. Gotta say it. Anyways, I'm gonna wipe this thing down and let you guys see the footage so you can see why I'm excited about bringing this thing back. As always, is 3 rounds of each load, one to see if it'll pick up from slide lock, then after firing function and feed the next, and the 3rd round is a bonus. Anything past that is testing the mag, not the gun and the ammo. We've got a lightest load of 90 grain, and we go all the way up to 158 grain subsonic. Full metal jackets, truncated, or snubbies if you like, steel case, aluminum case, nickel plated, and classic brass to see how the Zastava does.
Alright, target number 1, we're using Winchester Super Clean 90 grain. Ready. For target number 2, we're using Fiocchi 100 grain. Target number 3, we're using Wolf Steel Case 115 grain. For target number 4, we're using Blazer ammunition, aluminum 115 grain.
Yep.
Target number 5, we're using SIG 365, full metal jacket 115 grain.
Next in defensive loads, we're on to a 124 grain Golden Saber, a classic. These are a brass plated hollow point, nickel plated case. Looks like I got the birthday bump there. Thanks to the loaded chamber indicator up top, I know that it's seated. Target number 6. Next, cellular bullet. This is 140 grain, short, snubby round, almost looks like a 380. Seated, no birthday bump that time. Target number 7. .147 grain BPT by Browning. This is a black nickel plated casing, snub nose round. For target number 8. Another cellular load, 150 grain. This is a definite subsonic load. Snubby guy for target number 9. Another subsonic load. This is from PPU, Prvi Partizan, First Partisan, Serbian made, just like the gun. This is 158 grain, very heavy subsonic load, FMJ, round nose, target number 10. I'm ready. Ready?
Yep.
So, BurgundyBomber. Sorry, we're on the range today, if you couldn't tell, right? We're shooting stuff. There's going to be background noise. Stop complaining. first chance to shoot the Zastava CZ 999.
Yep.
Again, that I'm a fan of. Love this thing. This particular one shoots dead nuts for me most of the time. It's essentially an evolved SIG 226 that was available at about half the price of a 226. I understand that now they're gonna, when they come back to the States, they're gonna be priced a little higher. But you get the ambi controls, you get a loaded chamber indicator. It has some features that the SIGs don't. The integrated slide, stop, release, and decocker all on one lever to declutter the gun. It's also on both sides. What were your thoughts on shooting this?
Super comfortable, minimal recoil, shoots where you're shooting, like on target. Love the sights on it.
Yeah, and they're square notch before the square notch was cool.
Yep.
The tactical guys talk about how in civilian gunfights, when we're trying to get away from something and just protect our family, that we're going to be racking off of belts and doing one-handed stuff like that. Could be, I don't know. In my experience, guys, which includes going to both wars, when people get hurt, like you're shot, you got to be really, really freaking determined to keep fighting. And I just don't see a lot of people doing that. So I wouldn't worry so much about the one-handed reload. It's cool to know. And on an affordable gun like this, to have sights that are ready for it is kind of neat. Steel sights, Glock, steel. Steel from Serbia, steel. Any other thoughts?
No.
Thanks for watching.
So there you have it. And the I swapped out my normal wiping rags, trying the Remington Remoil Pro, and seems a bit oilier than I remember the originals being, but still one of my favorite ways of cleaning. Anyways, back to the gun. Both Matty AR and BurgundyBomber commented on how comfortable these things are to shoot, and I think a big part of that is the width. They are a chunky gun for sure. There's no doubt about that. But that is sort of like sitting on an overstuffed couch when it comes time to shoot, because all of that surface area is distributing the recoil as it presses back against you. So they're super comfortable to shoot. The trigger is decent. I mean, as much as you can expect from a single action, double action that is at an affordable price. And then the sights are dead on. This thing is a tack driver. I've really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more come out. I'm hearing that should be somewhere late spring, early summer of 2019. We'll see. I'd love to hear from you all if you have any experience with this gun, or if you remember the last time they were available in the US. Thanks for watching.
Alright, next we've got into defensive loads now. Remington Golden Saber. This is 124 grain. These are a brass. What's for dinner, as always, includes 3 rounds of each type to see if the gun will pick up a round from slide lock. Then if there's enough energy to cycle and feed the next one. And then of course a 3rd round as a bonus. We've got 65 grain through 158 grain here. Round nose, the snubbies, also aka flat nose. Some hollow points. No, we don't.